Hey YouTube, today we're at Storm King Mountain in New York and we're going to be reviewing the Waymark Mile backpack today. Alright guys, so we got our trekking poles on our back here. We put them in the little trekking pole loops back here, and we got some scrambling to do up this hill. Done stuff like this before. Someone left like a whole Dunkin' Donuts up here. I know there's one nearby. Oh. All right, up here, look at that, someone left litter. Man, that's unfortunate. Ooh, this is kind of steep. Should not have turned around. Alright, looks like this is the end of the scrambling section. Hey hikers, so today I'm out here in Storm King Mountain. It's a part of Storm King Mountain State Park, and I'm day hiking with the Waymark Mile backpack. Now this is the 2022 model. I got it last year, and since then not much has changed about it, but I know this lycra mesh pocket stuff, it's been updated recently. We'll get to that in a bit. Why am I reviewing this day pack? It's because it's been the best day pack that I've used for day hiking so far. Now, since I'm wearing it on my back, let's go over the features. So up front, we got a stretch lycra pocket. We got a zipper pocket here, the size of around a gallon Ziploc bag or 3/4 of it, but it's wide enough to fit one. We just close this up. It's got a YKK zipper, so you know the zipper is gonna outlast. Got a roll top enclosure at top and a strap that goes around the roll top that lets you secure it, along with cinches on the sides to help compress it and give it some shape. We got two deep water bottle pockets here, or you could use them for anything essentially. And up front we got the straps. As you can see where the straps connect to the bag, they're thinner. Now what this allows is, if you're a larger individual like myself, you might notice that some backpacks rub against like your traps or your neck, because the muscles there tend to be wider, the bone structure. But because this part's thinner, what happens is this padding here actually covers that connection, and it doesn't rub on your neck as much. Let's see if I could actually show it in a way that makes sense. So see this? In a regular bag, this would be like rubbing it up against my neck, or in a small bag like this. Now there's some other brands that have a connection like this. The one I can think off the top of my head is Bellroy. Bellroy has a couple of bags on the smaller side, but I don't know if they did that intentionally or by design, by the fact the bag was smaller. Now on these front straps, you obviously got your strap, and it's got a whistle built in. I added a compass. That's just like a personal customization that I made. This straps up. What I like is it's got the stretchy piece of fabric here, so as you're moving and as you're adjusting stuff, we'll see this stretch. Yeah, so you can see it's stretched to accommodate as you're moving, so that makes this bag very, very comfortable. One thing I forgot to mention about these straps is the fact that the daisy chain webbing on here allows you to attach custom front pockets. Now on the left, I have a pocket from Chicken Tramper Ultralight gear. Got a granola bar in there, and it holds my phone pretty well too. This is their phone pocket. Now on the right here, I got a Waymark stretch pocket. And what I have in here is my emergency knife. Hold that. Monocular. Hold on. This is kind of very impromptu. I got a fire steel, and I got my SPF or UPF lip balm. So as you can see, as you put items into the pocket, it doesn't become see-through. So if you're worried about someone noticing that your wallet is in here while you're walking through the city or something like that, the only thing they'll see is like an imprint. And even then, there's like no way to tell what's in there. The newer stretch pockets from Waymark use a ultra mesh, which is stronger, kind of harder to stretch, but what that means is it's just going to be more durable, going to bounce back to shape quicker. Now, on the sides here, you got a connection point for an 1/8 inch webbing belt, but as for me, I'm 6 feet tall, 210 pounds. This webbing belt would be around at the bottom of my rib cage, so I don't use it. But if you're a smaller build person, or getting this for a child, you might be able to run it with a hip belt. I personally don't run it with a hip belt. As you can see, I'm holding 1 liter plus 3 liters of water right now. That's 4 liters. That's like 8.8 pounds. With my rain gear, some extra layers, and some snacks on the inside of the bag, my total weight right now is around 12 pounds. And this bag feels light. It feels like very snug against my skin. This bag's made out of EcoPack material, which is permanently waterproof. However, it is not seam sealed or seam taped. So a lot of people haven't had issues with the water getting into their bag. But I've been using this bag for a year. I've taken it out in downpours, and I can tell you one thing. See this AquaGuard zipper here? These stitches here will act like little veins and draw water into the pocket. So in an extreme downpour, if you're out there for like an hour or two, you will see water pool into this zipper pocket up front. However, there are ways to seam seal it. I would recommend looking on forums to see how people have seam sealed their Waymark backpacks. And if I do it in the future, I'll make a video about it. And another place where water gets in is any other seam on the bag. So in a downpour, you might open your bag and it'll look like it's sweaty on the inside. That's because some moisture is seeped in. So if you use a pack liner, you should be fine. Or if you use like a bunch of stuff sacks, you'll be fine. One other caveat, you do not want to put anything you don't want wet at the bottom of the bag without a dry bag. That's because you might notice here there's some salt stains. That's because I sweat a lot. I'm carrying 4 liters of water right now. I'm probably gonna drink most of these on this trail here, as there's no water sources on this trail. And I'm gonna be taking I think Noon tablets or Element, drinking Noon tablets right now, but I'm gonna be taking electrolyte supplements as well. So what that means is, why I'm saying this is, if you're someone who sweats a lot, these stitches are going to draw in water inside your pack, and if there's anything that could soak water on the inside of the pack, that item is also going to draw water. So over the course of like a 6-7 hour day, if you have like something like a towel at the bottom of your bag that's not in a dry bag, it's going to be damp. Okay, that's not that much of a downside for me, because any other pack I would have sweat through, like a North Face like Daypack or an Osprey Daypack, like my sweaty butt would have like soaked those just the same. Now, since this EcoPack material is permanently waterproof and also UV resistant and abrasion resistant, like this bag's gonna be lasting you for a while. In fact, I've had bags of similar padding material in the shoulder straps for years. I think these straps are going to fail well before the fabric is. Not that that's a downside. I've had bags for like 8 years with strap padding like this, and it was like at the 7-year mark when you start seeing like it wearing through. So I believe this bag's going to be very long lasting. Now, I might have, I think I covered all the things that I had to about this bag. Now, it is the perfect size for a day hike, and you can fit overnight gear in here. In fact, right now with what I have in here, I might be able to like get away with an overnight in like an emergency situation. However, most of my clothes are large, And getting those extra like essential items in there, if you run larger clothing than large, you might run some issues trying to get this to work as a overnighter. How would I improve this bag? Honestly, the craftsmanship on this is very great. I don't have any like a lot of loose threads at all. It has held up. I have fallen on this bag multiple times. I've slid on it, I've squeezed through some gaps. I'll put some footage into the video right now. Man, maybe I should have put my sticks away before stepping in here. I see no snakes. I'll have to shimmy through this. Maybe it's a good thing I didn't put my sticks away. Fuck. I weigh 210 pounds. I hope I can fit through this. Oh. Alright. Squeeze through. Oh, fuck me. I'm gonna climb. That is not the path over there. I'm just gonna go through this area right here. Oh, I'm out. Oh shit, this is slippery. I'm pooped. Lengthening my trekking poles for the descent. This place is so leafy. Oh! Alright, so with those examples out of the way, you can see this bag's been very hardy and very useful. Now, I've even jogged with this backpack on 2 miles. The walk to my gym is a mile. So what I've started to do, I use this as my gym bag too. I'll like jog to the gym, work out, jog back. That's 2 miles, and like, you know, 2 birds, 1 stone. I get the commute out of the way, and I get the workout, get like some cardio in too. So you could use this as like a day, like a fast pack. You could use this as a day pack. You could use this overnighter. How would I improve this bag? I've seen newer bags have like a stretch lycra pocket at the bottom here. Now, if you add that and a place for an ice axe, you might not always keep an ice axe on, but then you'll be able to use that loop over here to carry extra materials, or like to lash, like as an extra lashing point. And the stretch lycra pocket at the bottom would remove the need to carry a hip pack, or if you use a hip pack, because you could keep snacks at the bottom or keep trash at the bottom and you'll be fine. Overall, I've been very satisfied with the Waymark Mile backpack. So satisfied that I've ordered the Waymark Evolve 38 liter backpack, and I'll be putting that to use over the summer. Now that we're back at the car, I forgot to mention there's also a foam core inside the back panel here. This makes it so that things don't poke you in the back when you're on your hikes, and it works pretty well. I can put shoes in here, I could put loose gear in here. Unlike a lot of frameless packs with no foam back, it's not contingent on you packing in a jacket all the time, though sometimes that helps, like putting in some clothing. If you're getting into day hiking and looking for a new pack and want to give this a shot, I highly recommend it. You definitely won't be disappointed, and you'll be supporting an American brand that's also putting together their bags in the United States. So providing local employment and like local economic benefits. Thanks for watching this video, and if you found it helpful, useful, entertaining, feel free to subscribe. I make video game content and now hiking content too. Maybe we could add weightlifting to that soon. So I'll catch you all next time. Have a great day. All right. Let's get going.